So you see we got our iron, it's staying pretty steady. Like I said, you know, that loosened up. That loosened up. Loosened up. This is why you do load checks. Things loosened up overnight. You know, with running down the road, vibrating and whatnot. Loose, loose, loose. So we're gonna have to tighten all these anyway. So while we're doing that, we're gonna put on our some edge protectors for the top of the steel, just to be on the safe side. You know, not because we need to, because I want to. All right, let's go ahead and take care of this. Not hard, you know. It's not a difficult thing to do, to simply be courteous and not park where you're not supposed to. I mean, it really is an easy thing. It really is an easy thing. I mean, I tell you, I mean, it's not a parking spot. So the simple, logical thing to do is not park there. You know you're going to get disturbed at first thing in the morning because people need to go do their jobs and you're blocking them because you're parked where you're not supposed to be parked. It's a simple equation. 1 + 1 = 2. Very simple equation. That's real. That, you know. You know, that's really the only kind of trip planning that I even think about doing. You know, where I'm gonna park at the end of the day is the only trip, quote unquote, planning I do. Where I'm going to legally and safely park my truck at the end of the day, so A, that I can have a safe, legal place to park, and 2, so that I'm not blocking anybody else. I park in a parking spot, or where I'm designated to park because I'm parking on a in a dirt lot. I'm parking on the side. I'm parking at a shipper or receiver. But other than that, it's between 2 yellow lines, or between 1 yellow line and a curb. I'm not blocking anybody. I'm not preventing anybody else from being able to park or from getting out first thing in the morning. It's basic courtesy. It's driving 101. You know, it's some of the most basic things to being a truck driver.
In a quarter mile, turn right on I-10.
I mean, all you have to do is learn how to park a truck, and then 2, don't be blocking anybody else. Everybody else can get out or get into their parking spot.
In 500 feet, turn right on I-10.
coming into, I believe this is Calcasieu, I never know how to pronounce this little place's name. But we're going to get past the refinery here. Get over the bridge. We got about 17, 19 miles to go to our stop. Oversized, going just a little bit too slow for my liking. So we're gonna get around this guy.
Hey, oversized, you might want to back it down there. They're slow going up the bridge. Alright, appreciate it. You got that local coming up behind y'all. I don't know who you want after. Hey, we just went around me on the right. One there's an accident on the bridge because he's heading up on the bridge in a hurry. Alright, good deal. Appreciate it, though. Yes, sir.
If there's an accident, it looks like it's going to be on the downside.
No, it was a stalled vehicle. Just be off of the bridge by now. Yeah, not used to going all this way. It feels weird. We always got to go 210. Since that ship or barge or whatever hit that thing, and they don't let us go that way now. Appreciate that, y'all.
Yeah, it seems like every time I come down to this bridge, you know, there's some kind of problem. You got another local one coming around, so you got at least 2 or 3 officers coming up to take care of this.
Yeah, there's another one coming up the right side. It's going to be getting on right now.
Seems like every time I come over this bridge, daytime or nighttime, something's going wrong. Oh, I tell you. Well, traffic is flowing pretty decent, but you know, still, it's a slowdown that just does not need to be happening. Yeah, it's like he's pulled over onto the right side, right out to the bridge ends. So just pull over to the left a little bit, and you're good to go. Alright, well. Alright, so we got about 14 miles to go to our stop in Iowa. Like I said, we're gonna throw some edge protection on this metal. Just, you know, not damaging the straps, but Just want to be able to crank down just an extra click or two.
Speed limit reduced ahead.
Come on, England, get that truck off the road. You're blocking the highway. CR England, get off the road. Idiots. You know, that's the kind of bad driving that we don't need. Blocking the entrance, blocking the road. For what? Because they're too dang lazy to think about somebody besides themselves. Like this knucklehead. Why do you stop there? Not a parking spot. All right, let's go back over here where we have a little bit of space. Park right between these Stevens guys here so we can, like I said, loosen up our straps a little bit. Maybe I don't know. Need to tell me. Am I really that arrogant that I think I'm better than everybody else? Do I come across that way when I'm talking? All right, and gentle bump on the curb. Parking. It's that easy. All right, let's take a look at this. Let me change this to off duty here. There we go. All righty. Let's take a look at the load. So you see we got our iron, it's staying pretty steady. Like I said, you know, that loosened up. That loosened up. Loosened up. This is why you do load checks. Things loosened up overnight. You know, with running down the road, vibrating and whatnot. Loose, loose, loose. So we're gonna have to tighten all these anyway. So while we're doing that, we're gonna put on our some edge protectors for the top of the steel, just to be on the safe side. You know, not Not because we need to, because I want to. All right, let's go ahead and take care of this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Why did you not get over when you were told to get over, jackass? So now okay, now we got stoppage here. I'm stopping on the freaking bridge because some jackasses don't know how to merge properly. I swear. It's not hard to drive. I mean, and we're in Baton Rouge, you know, crossing the water. You know, 110 splits off here. Everybody's staying on 10, but they're waiting till the last minute to get over so they can stay on 10. And that's backing all the traffic up because everybody's stopping. You know, so they don't crash into anybody. It's like, come on. It's not a difficult thing to do, to drive with a little bit of damn sense. I mean, car hauler up here, last freaking second, waiting to get over. And that's why I hold to my two mile rule. At 2 miles, I will be in the lane I need to be in. That way I don't have to deal with that crap, waiting until the last second to try to get over. And slow everybody else down. Yeah, if you can rent Dr. Zhivago for like $3 or $4, it's well worth the watch. But you really have to be into that a romantic, historical drama type thing around the Russian Revolution, you know, the Soviet Revolution. You know, it's not an action movie. It's a romance. You know, it's a life story of this guy. But you know, having read the book a couple dozen times, seen the movie 40 or 50 times, you know, it's seared into my head. I mean, I love it. You know. Oh yeah. Lose you? Hello? down through the tunnel here on I-10. I think the last tunnel that I went through this year was either Pennsylvania or Colorado. I think it might have been Pennsylvania. Get out on over the water. And off to our right, we have the USS Alabama. I don't know if you can see it over there. I mean, GoPro doesn't pick it up as well as it should. But you got the Battleship Museum right over there, which you are able to tour. They got some planes over there as well. And I'm sure they have a few other things. They got an aircraft museum. They got the battleship, and I'm sure they have a few other things over there to you know, some artillery pieces. Looks like a tank or two.